Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use a yet an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Ras Tafari, the lion's voice.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it's Exodus. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the lion's voice.
There you go. And how long will you be burning Babylon until you're going to go beg arms? We're long past that. We have all the resources we need right amongst I and I.
Well, front to us, a son was born and a child was given.
I want to ask you a question. Have you got your book? Haile Selassie's Ethiopia Volume 1, The Rise of the Priest Warrior King. I've read the book in its entirety, and I must say it's very inspirational, very informative, and very historical, right?
Them call him Ras Tafari. When he was born, rain fall from sky. Them call him Ras Tafari. When he was grown in airplanes he fly. They call him Ras Tafari. Lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Them call him Ras Tafari. Read the Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Then born near the city of Harar, the inspiration for Bob Marley's guitar. People crowd him like some big superstar. It no matter if England.
There you go. And how long will you be burning Babylon until you're going to go beg arms? We're long past that. We have all the resources we need right amongst I and I, you know. And we have to challenge our governments. I speak mainly to us in the region. There's sunshine and there's land. On that land, you know what's the name of our co-op? Pinnacle Agricultural Cooperative Society Limited. That is the vision. It has already been set. We're not doing anything new.
Give thanks.
But that is the spirit we need to rekindle.
Pinnacle.
You know, the real warrior have to be able to feed themselves.
You cannot.
We're speaking of Abraham Torre. I've been following this brother from day one. You see, one of the first things he did to bring the people alive and create wealth again, he went to the land. Yes. He brought equipment. He empowered the farmers.
Yes.
Such a wise move. You know, hungry people can't go nowhere. And if you're going to be eating junk, you're going to be sick. Sick people can't function. You know, so I give thanks for Abraham Torre. I ask the Most High to guard him, to guide him, to protect him. You know, because he's lit the fire for I and I as a people.
Yes.
He's the example. You stand up and you listen to his fluent, free words, and he's a man speaking from spirit.
They say a child shall lead the way, and even though he's not a child, you know, he's a young adult. You know, I put him in the young adult category from 20 to 40. You know, he's in that range. He is showing wisdom beyond his years. You know what I mean, in terms of following the blueprint. And one of the things I pointed out, I put out an episode today on a solidarity, is that when you look at a young Rastafari, he was doing many of these same things, you know, when His Majesty took over as the governor of Harar, establishing an economic foundation for the people, organizing the military. You know, he has a whole list of activities that he had to engage in to, you know, bring up the standard of living of the people. But it was the same thing, importing a printing press, so that the people could get information, you know, started to bring in machines to mechanize agriculture, establishing an agricultural college, you know, all of these things that Ibrahim Traore has started to do, a young Rastafari before
Rastafari.
Revolution was
Yes,
doing.
I.
You know what I mean?
Which, yes, I. Which makes us love him even more because we see so much similarities in his work, you
Yes,
know, and his fight for I and I as a people. Because when he fight, I know he's not fighting on behalf of the King Pastor alone. He's fighting for the African race.
and that is the key. He has a Pan African speech. He speaks, and again, if you have not seen the speech that was delivered today from Ouagadougou by his representative, go on YouTube and find that speech. It's the most inspirational thing. The man them born colonialism so hot, the molten magma, may I tell the item, in front of hundreds of thousands of people in Burkina
I.
Faso Square. It's something to behold. You know what I mean? Go see that on YouTube. Tell us some of the countries that are members of the C.R.O. in the Caribbean.
Let me say it's Barbados, it's St. Lucia. We had representatives. I'm glancing quickly. I don't want to miss out anyone.
Yes, yes,
But
yes,
of course, there's the Antigua House. And
yes,
then we had representatives from Guyana, St. Lucia, St. Kitts Nevis, myself coming from Barbados with about two other persons, Trinidad, Grenada, Jamaica, Anguilla, St. Martin, Dominica. Yeah, that's mainly the ones who from the different islands represented at this particular gathering. We
okay,
have we have had C.R.O. membership in St. Vincent before, but we're now rebuilding again. We have
okay,
to reach out to ones who were already there to let them know, well, listen, this fight goes on. We're looking to take ourselves to the next level. Us in the different islands are getting involved in the whole ganja business, be it sacramental or be it medical marijuana.
yes, yes,
So we need to make sure that we are speaking with one voice, even if our Caribbean representatives are not. We want to be speaking in one voice. We want to approach this thing as a collective. We want to make sure that we can maintain our land race strains. These are the kind of things, have our herbs naturally grown as possible for our consumption. You know, make sure that some of the younger ones in the community come and learn how to make the oils and the soaps and all of these things that cannabis can produce. We need to be a part of that. So,
definitely.
even as myself sitting on the board, that's the reason I sit there. I want to overstand and I want to help pave a way for not only Rastafari, but for the average person, the average adult who are users of this plant. We have to
What is
defend it well.
how has the government of Barbados treated ganja, sacramental ganja, um, currently? What is the current state of that relationship in Barbados?
There is a sacramental bill. There is a sacramental bill. It has not been received well by many ones. We still are not able to grow a plant. So in that area, we still have to continue lobbying and hoping for that change to come about through our lobbying. And we try to have those relationships still with our government and these reasonings from our organization, ICAR, which is the local group. We try to do so in a respectful manner. We don't want to go like we're agitating and throwing names at the prime minister and these kind of things. Because as chairperson of ICAR, I have a lot of respect for our prime minister. I think our prime minister, Mayor Motley, Barbados, we have to remember, is coming from being one of the most colonial places in the whole Caribbean, you
Yes,
know. And if you can see changes like, well, you're allowed to carry a little, we want to say to them, we want to grow that. Don't tell us we're allowed to carry a little. Where is it coming from? These are the questions that we ask
yes,
realistically.
yes.
So
So,
that is
so
what we would like.
they decriminalize small amounts of ganja.
Yes, yes,
How
yes.
much are you allowed to move around with?
I think the quantity works out to just a little half ounce or something like that. The amount of
Okay,
grams it turned out to be. Yeah. And I from that time till now, what I have seen, sometimes I read the court cases, it is nowhere near the same oppression in terms of police rushing you, in terms of the court cases. These are the markers that I look at as well. Even sometimes when you read the court cases where persons are arrested for more than is allowed, how it is that one time you go straight jail. One time you don't even get bail. Sometimes you might get a couple knocks and butts from the police when they hold you as well. That kind of thing. It's a generational change as well. It's a change whereby our political leaders are not from that old school. Our political leaders, not only Barbados, but in the region as I travel around, they are younger. They have family who's Rastafari.
Yes.
They have friends who are Rastafari. They respect you when they understand that, you are a business person as well. You are part of organizations looking to fight for your rights and these kind of things. So as I say, you command your respect amongst them. But in terms of the cannabis, that is one of the biggest clouds in Barbados. The fact that we cannot, like most of the other islands, allow to grow at least 3-4 trees. That would be a start for us.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
She's like the flowers in my garden, and her heart has never hardened, and she give me loving in the morning. Babylon, you are go far without no warning. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other, and then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. Started in the village, now we in the city. Journey where we have together, everybody see. Spent a little time out in captivity. Babylon, their plan was to destroy the family. Still I want you to bring a child for me. Maybe in the spring when birds are sing lovely. Maybe we could plan to have a summer baby. I can be the man that you depend on. Put the pen to the paper, made a love song. Babylon, they separated us for so long, and the reason that they hated us was so wrong. Still the most High, he created us, we so strong. Then same Kushite and the Dogon. Love your melanin, no follow for them program. Black woman, me not go pass on you for no one. No one, that's my slogan. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother. But no struggle, so people could help each other. Then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother. But no struggle, so people could help each other. She's like the oxygen in my flame. Loving where we have nobody can contain. Love so powerful, survive shackle and chain. Love it cross the ocean way before planes. Love survive them torture, rape and dear pain. When one escape, then the other get blame. That's why I never put no one above you. That's why I'm not ashamed to say I love you. That's why them dirty Babylon, they judge you. Feel the power when I kiss and when I hug you. Hold you for hours when I think about how they grudge you. I'm a lion, so I never gonna bug you.